Hey, cool. Peace. Keith Sparks here. Lovely to see you. It's a Monday again, so it's a Monday report where I jump on and I just tell you what it's like to be an independent musician. So what I did last week, what I'm going to do next week, and basically what's going on. So there we go. So that's cool. So let's get with it. Okay, so last week, if you've been following along, you know that homeschool is now fully in flow. It's fully in session. So most of my time in the day now is being taken up being a proud dad, looking after my kids and my family and getting everything sorted. So it's restricting the amount of time I get for music. I'm trying to do as much as I can in the evenings and after school time, but it's very, very tiring and time consuming, and sometimes you get to the end of the day and just don't really want to do anything other than sit on the couch and just collapse. So it's slow on the music front, but I was doing a lot of work on the business side, so doing those jobs that I don't want to do when I can pick up a guitar in my studio and start writing songs. So I was doing a lot of work on the business side of things. I did an awful lot of listening to some demo songs as well whilst I had the time. So I'm planning out an album for this year and the songs that I want to get done this year. So I was listening to a lot of demos, which takes a lot of time, but it's all good fun because you can hear the birth of new songs and how you're going to move forward, which is great. Okay, and if you'd followed along on Twitter, you probably would have seen that my makeshift office for this period of time, which is an ancient MacBook Pro from about 2007, which was dead once, which I've already resurrected once, decided that it wanted to break on me again last week. So I've got to resurrect it again, so I can actually get some work done. Whilst my little girl is on the all singing, all dancing iMac with RAM coming out of its ears, and it's speedy and speed max speed, and I'm on anyway, right. But what happened last week was the keyboard on that MacBook Pro decided that it wasn't going to work. It's been going in and out of serviceability for a few years, but it decided it wanted to die completely. So I've got a computer that I can't type on or do any work with. So it wasn't a very good time, but bit of fault finding, bit of working the problem and getting around it. I managed to get it working again, using an ancient iPad as the keyboard for an ancient iMac. So you've got to give Apple credit for the quality of the gear that they create and make, because this thing is 13 years old, 14 years old. The iPad is about 12 years old, and I've still been able to get it to work, so I can actually use the computer being driven by the iPad, which is, it took a bit of head scratching and getting around the problem, but once an engineer, always an engineer. I've got parts on order for that, so I had to go and do a lot of research to find the right parts. I had to do a lot of research to try and find those right parts as well, because obviously it's an obsolete item now, so it was very difficult to get hold of the equipment. But hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, I will be getting the parts in the next couple of weeks, and I can get back to that computer, hopefully get that computer to work again. Also from last week, I was working on a collaboration for a cover version with some friends of mine, online friends, for a song called My Sweet Lord. You might know it. It's a very famous song by the mighty George Harrison. So I was working on the slide parts for that. If you keep an eye on social media this week, you might be in for a surprise. But I managed to get that song sorted, did the parts that I was needed. It was all signed off. And that was a nice little piece of work, nice little thing for me to do, because I absolutely love that song as well, and I love playing slide guitar, as you might or might not know. So that was good. So that was another thing that last week actually gave me a chance to pick up a guitar, which is always really nice. Cool. So that was last week. So not really music again. I did a little bit of, like I said, listening to new songs and ideas and stuff like that. A lot of homeschooling and computer repair engineer. But this is what it's like. So there you go. So next week I will be doing more Patreon videos and more YouTube videos to go on and to support me creating more content for that, so I can build both of those platforms, which would be great. I am going to be working more on the business courses that I'm rerunning to allow myself to get better on the business side of things, which is something that I really need to, so I can try and create more revenue from my own music, from my brand. I don't like to think of it like that. I'm a musician, but I am a business. There's no way around that. I am a business. I want to make money and make a living out of my music. I've got to think about it as I can't be old hippie and like, wow, man, yeah, let's just play guitar. That's what I like to do. But I have come to the understanding that I am running a business, so I do need to educate myself in business and how to run it and how to do it. I'm not saying I'm any good, but I'm trying to get better. I'm also, as I said, waiting on the spares to finish off my computer repairs to get that back up and running. There's a few other things, a few other engineering feats that I need to sort out in the studio as well, which I'll be doing. I don't think I'll start it next week. It's going to be a couple of weeks down the line. This entire guitar rack, it's going to need servicing. It hasn't had it for a long time, so it will be checking the action on the guitars, checking the setups, checking the necks, restringing, and basically getting everything sorted. But I might start it next week, but I don't think I will. So that's going to be cool. So that's a lot of work, and then of course homeschool. So that's really where we're at. If I've got any energy after homeschool, and I have to making tea at night and all that, if I can get back into the studio for 7 o'clock, 7:30, I might do some music, but I'm finding that really, really challenging at this minute in time. I have got music to do. I've got songs coming. I've got collaborations that I need to do, but you got to look after yourself. I'm looking after myself. I'm trying not to wear myself out. It's a marathon, not a sprint, I think the saying is. Cool. So that was last week and what's coming on this week, in a nutshell really. So thanks for being here. Remember to come follow me on Facebook and Twitter, join the conversation there. Come over and listen on Spotify or wherever you get your music from. Hit that bell down here, ka-ching, ching, ching, and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and the bell will let you know when there's new videos for you to watch. Pop on over to my website www.kiansparks.com and you can listen to the music and buy the music there and support me if you wish. Also, my Bandcamp account is there as well if you want to buy. Thanks for being here. I'll see you again next week for another one of these Monday reports, but please keep your eye out on socials. Come along and join in, because there's more videos coming this week, as every week. So that's cool. Thanks for being here. I'll see you again real soon. Have a great week. Stay safe. Peace. Music equals life. See you soon.